And the depressing irony of this, on this particular subject, among all others, is that the most pro-shutdown Democrats actually represent the most active duty service members back home. California, it's home to 157,000 active duty personnel, the most in the country. This is worthy of note. Both California senators, Adam Schiff and Alex Padilla, are gleeful about this government shutdown. They agree with Chuck Schumer when he said very candidly just a few days ago, every day of the shutdown gets better for us. Who's the us? He's talking about Democrats. He thinks this is assisting their party and giving him political cover so he doesn't attract a Marxist challenger in his next Senate reelect. That's what this is about. So he thinks the government shutdown is allowing him to show a fight against President Trump and Republicans, and he is happy about that. And so are Adam Schiff and Alex Padilla, while service members are going without paychecks.
With Speaker Johnson exposing Senator Chuck Schumer, also California Democrat Senators Adam Schiff and Alex Padilla refusing to stop the government shutdown when California is home to the most active duty military troops, and their constituents are now not getting paid. Look who's here. Let's welcome back to the show U.S. Secretary of Veteran Affairs. He's Doug Collins. Secretary, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day to join us tonight. What's your take on this? Because Senate Democrats are now vacationing in California at a resort in Napa Valley, and they're going on a wine tour.
Well, it's just a bad look. I mean, when you think about this, let's just be very frank. It is a Democrat shutdown. There's 5 Democrats who could join with the other Democrats who've already bipartisanly voted to keep the government open, and they don't do it. They continue to allow the government to be shut down. They continue to allow employees like air traffic controllers, military personnel, and others to work without a paycheck while they're comfortable in making this argument. They're making an argument about health care that could be solved in many different ways, not through this. In the end of the day, though, the concern is that they're more concerned about their own constituency, their own political constituency, it seems, than the government that they've been sworn to uphold.
Okay, but watch this Democrat say she's mad President Trump is finding $8 billion to pay U.S. troops. And then you're going to hear Speaker Mike Johnson detail what Democrats instead want to spend taxpayer money on. Let's take a listen.
How do you feel about these paychecks going out during the shutdown? I don't think anyone's opposed to people being paid, but people look at this and say this could actually extend the shutdown because it takes out some of the pressure points.
Of course I want our military paid. Of course I want federal law enforcement officers to be paid. There's a way to do that. I'm an appropriator. We should have passed appropriations bills. There's a way to run a government, and this is not the way to run a government.
They want to spend $24.6 million of your hard-earned dollars as a taxpayer for climate resilience in Honduras. They want to spend $13.4 million for civic engagement in Zimbabwe. They want to send $3.9 million for LGBTQI plus democracy grants in the Western Balkans. They want to spend $2.9 million of your dollars for desert locust risk reduction in the Horn of Africa, and $2 million for, quote, organizing for feminist democratic principles in Africa.
Okay, so that Democrat is mad that President Trump is trying to get money for troops, but they got money for that?
Yeah, that's nuts. And what she said, I mean, what really was sad about what she said was, oh, I want them to be paid. I want them to get their stuff. Well, then vote yes. This isn't hard. This is simple. It's yes, no. There's only 3 buttons on there. It's yes, no, and present. You can vote yes and open the government, but she chose to vote no when it was in the House. So to say that she wants them to be paid is just simply not true. I mean, she may say that there's a better way. She may say, I want to negotiate, but the bill that was before them, she voted no on. So again, this is, and then when the speaker there read off that list, that's not a list he's making up. That was their plague book that they put out before the shutdown on what they were wanting to get in this long list of stuff. They're not making this up. They're trying to run from it. They're trying to obfuscate to other things. But right now, I have over 30,000 employees furloughed at the VA. Some of them are working, some of them are having to stay at home. Either way, they're not getting paid. This is going to continue at the VA for the next few weeks and get worse as this progression comes along. And if they believe that it's okay to keep veterans from accessing benefits and doing the things that we always do for our veterans, then that's something that they're going to have to live with. In return, we're keeping all of our hospitals, all of our clinics open, so just be sure that we're going to keep fighting while they're not.
All right. Thank you, VA Secretary Doug Collins, for being with us tonight. It's great to see you again.